Reaver, away!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to KritzKast. We're here for an ETF2L Highlander Season 27 Prem matchup. It's Week 3 inVision taking on SDCK. My name's Goldfather. Got Dave on the mic. Wiethoofd is on production. And we're going to be on Vigil today for the matchup. Dave, how are you doing?
Doing pretty well. Looking forward to this matchup. Should be a really good one. These two teams, for people who are not in the know, have been the two best teams in Europe.
Sounds like we're getting ready pretty soon, so I'm going to pivot, think about predictions on our ends. Who do you think is going to take this?
I think it's going to be 2-1 either way. Honestly, based on what I've seen, I would probably have to back inVision. I think they just look a bit stronger. They've struggled at times a little bit on this map in the past, particularly pushing last. But I think what I've seen the last few weeks in scrims and officials, I have to back inVision 2-1 probably.
I'm going to pivot and go the other side. I think 2-1 SDCK. Looks like we're getting live, so now's the perfect moment to talk about the rosters if you want to go over the side of inVision.
Yeah, so inVision are going to be starting off in the blue. Got Piyaka on Scout, Kafka on Soldier, Grip, Pyro, Stick as the demo man, Sting and the Heavy, Asex on Engineer, Zio on Medic, Mujet, the Sniper coming in, and Unforgiven is going to be the Spy.
And on the side of SDCK, we're going to have May on Scout, Jackie likes the Soldier, T-Bordun on Pyro, Nubby is the Demo, Sandburn on Heavy, Engineer is Clark, Gedu on Medic, Redlick Sniper, and Spy Meza. So two rosters, or at least one roster that I've seen plenty of, but two rosters with plenty of familiar names. And as you said, inVision going to be starting out on the offense here. Maybe, what are you expecting for first point?
Well, I was just going to say, maybe an unfamiliar name is actually, it seems Lakey is the sniper coming in the server. He is the sub for SDCK. I think he left his Div 1 team to join them back as a sub. He was sub last season as well. I mean, he is a very, very talented sniper. And I don't think Redlick's has been playing quite at his normal high standard the last couple of weeks or so. So, you know, we'll have to see how that comes in. But it's interesting we've seen a sniper matchup of effectively both sub-snipers.
Yep, and the gates have opened. Going to be watching Jackie Legs building up that conch on defense here. It's, of course, both regular Ubercharged Mezzas dancing around cart here. So I'm also looking to see if that Spy is half health right now. I'm going to be looking for something. It's first point, though, on Vigil, so you're not looking for any major first holds. The flank's going to rotate around here. The Engineer's eventually going to back out. The Medic has to stay alive, keep their Uber. Unforgiven is behind right now, and Mujet's going to find the opening pick onto May. So down to Scout, doesn't really matter. A couple of trades going back and forth. Going to be 3 down for Red. They're going to back out. Unforgiven looking for his pick now. We'll find Nubby. Needs to find more here. Kafka goes in, looks for Gedu, gets good damage, in onto the combo. Gonna end up dying, but the Demo Man down, a couple falling. Not a strong start as the Uber is popped out by SDCK. So, you know, an unfortunate start for that team inVision, getting off on the right foot. Unforgiven still behind, gonna be looking for a play here in a moment. Watching this decloak going on to the Medic. Will find him. Gedu is dead. A couple of picks going back the other way, but that's all you need. inVision in control here.
Yeah, they got the foresight, but now they've got the double whammy of no heals either for the defense. But Lakey is going to pick up Stick before the Uber can be flashed onto him. It's a Pyro Uber, but he's getting launched miles in the air.
Rip won't crater. He had all that overheal. Now the scramble to hold down this point. Working well for SDCK. They found a couple there, only down 2 right now. Ubers will be about even. Unforgiven looking to wrap around to look for the same play maybe. As he's hiding on that rock. Good damage from the Soldier on the flank. Unforgiven calling out for his team, looking for the Demo. Maybe May's gonna find him. Decloak doesn't end up finding anything there. Spy goes down. Clark has that revenge grits to play around with this game. The conch is popped out. Maybe a bit early here.
Yeah, they're not chasing super deep with it. Actually seen Asex on the high ground. It's going to take out Sandburn, so that's a nice little pick for him. He's still creating a menace up there. Eventually does get cleaned up, but yeah, at the moment, inVision just struggling to get too much working out for them. They did have that one attempt at an Uber advantage push, but if you're taking the Uber in from top, there's always that vulnerability of the fact you're walking into that sniper sightline, so maybe they will apply a little bit more pressure from either of the tunnel entrances.
May finds the kill with a cleaver there. Lakey was taken down. A nice pick was found onto him, but inVision unable to capitalize on that after Stick goes down. Unforgiven looking for another opportunity here. Jack Leg spamming around. Mujet does die, losing that sniper v sniper with the ping diff. Possibly against him. Lakey stays alive as the spy taken down by Jackie Legs there, so good protection. The Uber popped out now. Going to be an exchange over the hill here, not finding much. The Pyros doing their best. The Sticks not finding the damage needed. And it's SDCK looking a lot stronger on point number 2, something we expected, obviously, compared to point number 1, as inVision struggling to find their footing. Conch is going to be popped out now, and it's such a grouped-up team comp that everyone's getting that buff and healing. Stingham dropping down. Look at this rotation underneath.
Yeah, and Stick again goes down. That's a nice little pick from Mezzo. Gedu is picked up by Unforgiven as well. Another med frag for him, but the rest of the inVision team isn't quite there. Cart is pretty close, and Zio will probably get out of there. He's being chased down, and will just about survive.
Ooh, a nice pick up there at the end to find Lakey. Going to be 15 seconds now, down to about 10. I'm watching this Clark NG, and he is using his revenge crits to such effect. He does go down now, Moochit picking up 4 as he finds Sandburn as well, so this is going to be a back out for SDCK, but loving to see Engineer, commonly thought of one of the weaker classes in Highlander and just in the game, but using those revenge crits, making something happen. Look at this aggression though, coming up the hill, dropping that mini as A6. Is that the A2X? What's the name there?
A6, yeah.
A6, perfect. Like the gaming PCs, they get a lot of room there on the side of inVision, but they can't capitalize on it as SDCK is getting set up again, looking for that gun to go up. There it is from Clark. So it's going to be pretty much more of the same here, looking to slow down the clock. Got 2 points in 3:51, not the best time I've seen. Sandburn likely going to go down here on the flank, does. Now looking for Jackie, doesn't find that.
Yeah, it's
so Spy's doing work here.
Advantage here for inVision, but they've taken an awfully long time. Geddy's built up to 85%. Uber is now coming in. It's going to be on to Stingham. They're not getting too much done with it, but they're moving the cart while it's happening. And they're waiting. Geddy's up at 100% now. Uber's coming in to try and block the cart desperately before it gets at the top of that hill. They crush the inVision combo. Piaka going down as well. So they just waited way too long there, inVision.
Unforgiven behind, right on the dispenser. Will get spotted out there. But yeah, a failed push there. SDCK doing such a good job of using that Uber as it just came up to then collapse onto the cart, get a really good team fight on the objective, stopping it from getting up that hill, and they will be back where they started now with a 20% add. So SDCK getting that advantage back, and now the rotation onto the cliffside here. Mujit looking for the heavy maybe as he holds that sight line.
Yeah, maneuvering through the flank now gives Moochit a bit of an angle, but he's just going to get melted down by Sandburn with the minigun at pretty close range. So, you know, once you go on the flank, once your sniper goes down, that's kind of a lot of your dice taken off you, and they're trying
Soldier bomb coming in? No, it's just going to be onto the point. May very low, gets a pack there. Yeah, right now things stabilizing. That gun is up. That conch almost in play. The Uber actually pops out here, Dave. It's an aggressive one. inVision should have a better Uber, I think.
Yeah, Nabi getting launched and getting cleaned up at the tail end of it as well. They have decent position here inVision. They have most of their players alive. Nabi and Jackie Legs a big mix, no spam for the defense. Sandburn's actually going to stay in and continue to fight it, but he is going to go down. It's going to allow Gedu to get out. Sandburn wisely, I think, given his life there to make sure his medic escapes. But it does mean there's quite a few important players down in this next transition. But so far, inVision have been a little bit passive in these transitions, and this time they don't even watch Red Room as Jackie Legs is able to get a pick onto Stick once more.
Yeah, he's still up there as well. Grip now looking to get in there. I will actually find the reflect kill. Nice one there. Kafka going down on the other side of things, but Gedu would go down there from Kafka, so no medic for the defense. It's 70% now for inVision. Probably going to try to make a play here onto the combo, I guess. You know, you might want to sack, but at the same time, defensively, you can't afford those players. So what do you think the best play right now is for SDCK? Do they just need to find that pick?
I think they're just probably going to play passively around Cafe. They have to get information where this Uber is going to come in, and it looks like they're going on the flank side, they're going outside, so it's going to be difficult exactly where SDCK. They're going to have to put some good spam out, they're going to have to get information where the Uber's coming in from. It's actually going to come in from Red Room here.
Yep, the Uber is in. Mezu was calling out a lot of information there. The Pyro going forward, getting a lot of cleave damage, but it's not finding a lot of kills. The Heavy and Soldier are down to the red team, but so many falling on the other side. Now Zio is in trouble, does die to the Pyro in the end. Mujet still looking to peek freely, really. Do you see that level 3 offensive sentry set up in Red Room? What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's pretty good in terms of, like, it will watch the cart. It makes it difficult to re-push onto the cart, but they're going to have to get more work done from their Ubers at the moment inVision as we do come into our first pause. We're relying on individual players and, you know, particularly the Uber pushes. It is a 9v9 game.
And we are unpaused here. Meza looking for the sniper, will find Mujit before going down, so important pick picked up. 3 down, including the pick glasses for inVision, but they are still trying to work their way around here. They have the flank pressure from Kafka. Uber actually forced out. Now they have to find something to do with this as they run forward, find the gun, sting him in the corner, will die, but this Uber effectively wasted a great force by the flank of inVision. They continue to exhibit some dominance here. That's a kill onto Kafka from T-Burden with that secondary. Not something you see too often. But still, watching Unforgiven in this backline, he's able to call out so much and looking for a decloak in a second here, I'm sure.
Yeah, actually Kafka went very close to killing Gedu there. After forcing him earlier, he
Unforgiven
went back
and we'll find the medic. Gedu's dead yet again. And Unforgiven will finally go down there on the flank, but a huge find there. Still full Uber now going to come in. inVision going forward, picking up that gun. Now it does go down, the pressure onto the cart provided by the heavy. Now the rest of the team getting in there. Good flank presence right now for SDCK, but no one yet touching the cart. A couple going down as the snipers go off. It's 5 down. T-Burden's the only one alive there to touch point maybe. It's a sniper. Lakey's going to find a couple. Defend that cart just a little while longer. The gun going down to the sap of the spy. Only one touching will go down, and that's a cap for inVision. 4 points in, what is that, 556?
858 actually.
858, so my HUD, my HUD was broken, right. We'll reload that on my end. So 8:58, a rather slow time. I was confused why I was so fast on my HUD.
Yeah, it's on the slower side of things. Definitely not, taking it out of the possibility of holding, but you're gonna need to get a good last hold. And yeah, that was the big thing for inVision. They struggled on pretty much all of the points at times. SDCK were able to get decent amount of time off that second, decent amount of time off that third, and a decent amount of time off that fourth. It was really the not just the Uber pushes, but also the transitions for inVision just weren't quite good enough at this level.
Absolutely, I'm seeing those crits go up. I agree about those transitions, not the top tier play that we've come to expect from these teams, but there's plenty more TF2 to play. Those crit traps obviously going to be seen. You're not expecting to really find anything, but you might as well set those up on the defensive side of inVision. Are you expecting SDCK to try to do anything special here? They have plenty of opportunity to make a good push in time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we're going to see anything crazy. We're probably going to see a lot of sack waves, as we've seen from Nubby and Jackie Legs in previous seasons. That's tended to be the way they're favoured. It's interesting because Sunbird is actually someone who likes to take the trade in, but I actually see Nubby charging him. Oh, he gets destroyed with the air shot.
Oh, that was worth clipping. I'm actually going to record that. As the demo charge comes through, doesn't find much of anything, and we'll see. I'm seeing only a level 2 gun, so A6 not relying on that gun at all early on. It's still only level 2. That's going to be pick onto Gedu as Unforgiven finds a really big kill. That's a drop, of course. inVision could try to stay in here. They could have Ubered in, but they're going to play it way safer. They know they have a lot of time to burn through. Jackie Legs is going to be on the flank looking for the 1v1, but that pick going to set inVision up for a great second point defense coming right up.
Yeah, really uncharacteristic from SDCK. Just no one around their medic to protect him. It was actually Latrundra, I think, the kill onto him.
It was, yeah.
Which is, not what you expect to see at this kind of level of play. How well established these kind of teams are. It's going to see a bomb coming in from Jackie Legs, lands on Zio in the corner. Really nicely milked though. It's so scary as a medic in the corner like that with players, facing you down with rockets coming at your head. Very nicely held.
Oh, Clark goes in and he picks up 2. Sorry to interrupt, but that is just a man on a mission, refusing to go down without picking up 1, and in fact finds 2 instead. Clark has been a bit of a DM gremlin here on Engineer. The Uber is popped out by the defending inVision. Really no pressure though, except from the flank. The heavy actually going to pick up the Pyro. Clark looking for another Madman play, but will go down there. Stick able to pick him up. Now the sniper able to pick freely. The Uber coming in. Lakey will get rocketed down here as the Uber continues going forward. Nubby picking up Zeo is the key pick there, so SDCK, they're going to find the rest of the players from inVision hanging around the cart, get that cap through, and that is your second point through. That was 2 points in, they have, what, 6 minutes to go here? 6:40 left to cap this. So plenty of time to work with as they get in onto number 2. Look at this aggression, Dave. They're all the way forward. The cart isn't anywhere near it. May will win the 1v1 on the cart. But Jackie Legs and co. Lakey get that free peek going. Jackie Legs rotating around the flank. Mujit going down to Nubby. May is just getting ×2 on cart. But this third point, undefended.
Yeah, single door spawn camp, very, very powerful. Nubby and Jackie Legs is ruling it at the moment. There is the option for inVision to go out, you know, the other spawn door, rotate all the way back from last. They're going to go fully large rotation across the tracks. At the moment, they're deciding better of it. They just want to build their Uber up. Zeo's up at 70%, so they might have Uber in time here. But SDCK are not taking their foot off the pedal whatsoever.
SDCK gonna check their flanks, make sure they're secure. Now rotating through red room, gonna pop that Uber out. Nubby getting launched away, unable to get good damage onto that gun quite yet. The heavy will finish it off. Lakey and Mezzo both go down though, so 3 down actually as Sandburn will die. So this hold's looking a little bit better, but the spawners will be faster for SDCK. inVision has that 70 ad to work with.
Yeah, they've got a large ad. Sometimes difficult to do anything on this last point, push it out. Obviously, you know, if you have control of red room, you can see they've got Kafka and Singer getting very aggressive in that red room. Gives them some information, Unforgiven in the backlines as well. So they're going to see that medic, they want to go in.
Jackie Legs will get right in, and not finding too much. Ooh. Gets the force off. 4 will die. Now 5 as Lakey is picked off by Mujit. So a force for a 5-man sack, effectively. Not what they want. Watching the spy, though, Unforgiven is behind. Needs to call out good info here. Nubby taken down by Mujit. That's a nice pick from the flank. Unforgiven is able to get so much information in here. Jackie Legs goes for the scout. Won't have the rocket for the air shot, but hits a nice juggle up there. May taken down. Stingham getting aggressive. Will trade out. Picks off that heavy there, so might slow things down. Nubby and Gedu want to go in, though, through red room with this Uber, Dave.
Yeah, they've wanted to get aggressive before the Uber came in, but they've lost a couple for it, and the spawns are obviously going to be better on bleed. Uber comes in, but yeah, mostly juggled away. The team are not getting anything done, really. They're getting some position on the cart now, though, and a big bomb is going to come in.
Oh, Jackie deletes the engineer. Grip has been doing so much work, he finally goes down, but he effectively negated an entire Uber and all the demo's damage onto the gun. Now the Uber from the red team is out. Look how quickly SDCK hightails it out of there. They won't lose any to the Uber, just looking to get some heals up. And now they'll have another 65 or 50 ad, something like that, to re-aggress here. Looking for Stingham, won't find him. And now we'll find Sandburn on the other side of things. Lakey picks off Mujit. So a couple of frags going through here as SDCK looking to cap off this last point. They have 3 minutes to do it. Lakey is dead. The Uber is out, getting onto the cart. The scout going forward, looking to punish that isolated Pyro. Will pick up Grip. Now the heavy is dead. Zeo dies to Mezzo. Could find the damage onto the cart, deleting. Goes bold enough to touch the payload. Lakey finds another 2 there. SDCK in a strong position. That's a full wipe. This should be a cap unless there's a hero play.
I don't think there's even going to be a spawn in time. It's getting spawn capped by Nubby as well. He's going to pick up another kill onto Grip for his logs, but yeah, overall SDCK negotiated that really, really well, actually. Just, you know, playing passively around the cart, forcing, you know, the bleed coming out of inVision as they desperately tried to jump towards the cart. They just, you know, blobbed up nicely. SDCK picked players off one by one, and you know, eventually it forced Stick into a position where he had no support. He had to dive onto cart to desperately try and block it, and yeah, the blob of SDCK players eventually just cleaned him up.
It is going to be inVision on defense, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see if they have a bit of a better time here than they did last time around. Got those crits up, you know. Kafka got the conch. Going to be pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of... There was a lot... Obviously, not getting a third hold was kind of painful for them, but I think probably the big thing to change is they have to be a little bit more solid in that second. They ended up just losing a lot of players in a bit of a messy kind of all-in melee, and lost the Uber advantage they had off the back of that. And the SDCK has just snowballed it so well this time. The second hold especially is going to have to be a bit more secure.
Yeah, that second point is going to be important, and we've seen a couple of med picks go the way of inVision, so I'm looking for those to continue. Unforgiven needs to find something here on to Gedu, keep that medic at least checking us back here. What do you think of the SVS so far? Mujit 250 ping versus, regular ping. Well, I guess 70, 75 ping. Mujit's going to pick up Jackie Legs to open things up. That might change your opinion a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Mujit has been doing extremely well in previous games that I've seen him. Hasn't quite caught fire yet today. Actually going to find Unforgiven before he can get anything done. Hiding on a rock, so this time, not going to be any mid drops for him.
Nubby does get picked down. Yeah, God, I'm going to restart that sentence. Mujit finds Nubby, a nice pick there. A bomb goes in from the blue soldier. Jackie Legs going forward, doesn't find much. Lakey will find Killer too. Mezzo and Jackie Legs are both behind here. Will find Unforgiven. A little collapse there in the backline. Lakey looking for Kafka. Does find him, escapes with just 5 health. And the back out will start going through here. Mezzo dancing around here. Will go down now to Pachaka, whatever you want to call him. I always struggle with EU names, man.
Yeah, never mind. Americans can't be perfect at everything, but either way, it's a little bit of a sack attempt from SDCK. Jackie Legs entering pretty late after I think Nubby had already gone down, so not quite in sync there. Not too much pressure on Zio, who is holding forward. So when you are holding forward on this point, you are probably more vulnerable to the sacks coming in, but you do have probably more options as well to surf it away. They've even actually brought the sentry gun up to defend them.
Yeah, I was going to point out that there's no sentry pressure onto the cart right now. Unforgiven goes down. Mezzo is underneath. So this forward hold might actually be some trouble here. There's going to be nobody touching the cart. A little bit of damage coming through now. Payaka's going to look for this. Oh, he does save it, but it's just barely saved. The Uber is popped out. Now SDCK has this full Uber. That gun completely isolated. Is now able to see the cart, but not before Mujit taken down by the spy. The Uber in, looking to get forward. Stingham's dead as his stick. Zio just barely escaping with his pyro. And as holds go, not what I wanted to see from inVision here. They try something different and it just does not work out. They do still have that teleporter pretty deep behind. I don't know if they're going to try to make anything happen with that.
Again, Gedu got stranded and got picked up by Piyaka, but not used to him being so separated by T-Board, and T-Board normally such a combo-centric pyro. But yeah, you were correct to analyse, but bombs are actually going to come in. Nubby and Jackie Legs both in, but very nicely defended by Grip this time.
Yeah, I would have liked to see... Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, the thing I wanted to point out in a second was, yeah, you were correct about the sentry gun. Not only your analysis spot on, but also SDCK's preparation, knowing the weakness of that hold, no sentry gun on that cart, and very nice pressure from tunnel allows them to get that second cap. But at least now for inVision they have at least got a slight super advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't look like SDCK cares very much as they get some good pressure in. Stingham and the rest of inVision's flank able to hold down that cliff area. A couple go down on the blue team. SDCK losing their demo. Lakey looking for a peek here from that safety of the backline. Mujit will find Sandburn instead. So things a little bit slow here. 2 points was in 158 by my HUD's assessment. So something more standard than we've seen in round number 1. This pressure onto the cart kind of negated by the even Uber situation, in my opinion, so someone's going to have to do something, and it's going to be a couple of picks coming in from defending inVision. This cart moving up the hill, though. The Uber's actually going to get popped out onto that heavy, making the call to go forward. The scout is dropped as is Grip, so there's no pyro to try to defend this, but there's not a lot of cart pressure. The Uber keeping people flashed. There's no presence on the cart. Doesn't move up as quickly as they would like. That actually gives inVision enough time to back out after losing a couple of players there. So SDCK 354 through 3. Not a blazing fast time, but certainly not crawling.
Yeah, a bit of a tragic Uber there. And that's, something even at the top level, if you go in and have a committed Uber on the offense, as Sunburn did there, sometimes you can just force a mistake out of your opponents. Grip wasn't able to get flashed quite in time by Zio. Piyaka got dropped as well, and when you lose those two important classes to try and defend that card and to try and deny post-Uber aggression as well, it's curtains.
Kafka gets in trouble there, but will narrowly escape. Looks like Zio goes down to Jackie Legs. Couple falling on both sides, but that medic pick, the most important. Grip finds Mezzo. Not going to find a kill that time around. So a big pickup there for SDCK as they continue their offense. They have now this full Uber to work with. They regroup pretty deep behind, get in position, get together. Maybe need to be looking out for where the sniper's going to be sitting. Hujet, I actually don't see right now. Probably playing more passive. He is. He's off on the flank. Looking at Red Room will go down. Lakey wins the SBS. The Uber popped out onto the Pyro. The gun going to be the target of a lot of spam here as Navi ignoring it actually. It's going to be the spy instead whose responsibility it is to take down the gun. Zio got down to about 2/3 health. Now the soldier's in. Jackie Legs finds the medic. Navi is down as well. A couple of frags going both ways, but most importantly, the combo dead for inVision as the rest of them crumble and fall. The cart is moving forward. The scout unable to hold it down. Unforgiven and Kafka, the only two left. Try to save things. Kafka wins one, wins two, but goes down to Mezzo, and that'll be a cap coming through. The spy saves the day for SDCK. That's going to be a 5:35. That's a pretty darn fast push right there.
I mean, pretty decent Uber in from SDCK. There were good classes available for Vigil. They were in nice positions. You saw Stick up in Cafe. You saw Kafka and Piyaka on the flank were able to backstab the cart. Kafka doing a lot of work there, but they just weren't quite in sync. Stick peaks and got picked off because he was low health, and then Piyaka kind of ran in when Kafka was in a reload cycle. So if they had been in sync, I think they would have held there, but it wasn't quite enough. And again, Mezzo just coming in clutch as he always seems to do.
Yeah, Mezzo really finds the play there at the end, able to win that for his team, and now it's really on inVision to get a very fast time. I always think of at least over an NA, a good time on this map is gonna be, or a solid time is gonna be around 7 minutes, and a 5:35 is certainly fast sounding to me. Although it's been a while, as I said, since I've seen play on this map. Maybe times have gotten faster. I don't know. What's your understanding of a standard time here on Vigil?
I think times have definitely got faster for the first 3 points. All the teams have been very good in terms of consistently getting through that third point in under 4 minutes. But sometimes the last hold can slow teams down a bit. I don't think it's been absolutely perfected by any of these teams, even as good as inVision and SDCK are. But if you do manage to transition the momentum onto last after a good first 3 points, it's very, very possible to beat this time.
Absolutely, and that's all they need to really do here. Gonna get the spy down, not a crucial pick. The gun taken back. Now Unforgiven is hanging around that teleporter. Gotta be careful as he goes forward. Won't find a pick there. But he doesn't time it very well with any aggression from inVision. The soldier comes in on the flank. The demo went forward, but it wasn't timed up well enough to really find anything. Now the scout's going to go down, slowing down that cart push even further. It's going to have to be the Pyro, and then soon the Engineer, I'm sure. And at this pace, it's pretty important that you have your scout on ×2 that entire round. Maybe ignoring an Uber or a play. Unforgiven finishes off Jackie before going down himself. No spies on the field, and this cart's going to come out of the tunnel in just a second, Dave.
Yeah, they're just stacking all the combo on the car. I don't know if they're going to be forced to trade an Uber in, but it's actually going to be a bomb in from Kafka. Get some damage, but it's mostly down onto Sunburn. Gedu is nicely safe, sitting in the dispenser, nicely protected by the rest of his team, and the rest of the combo is actually kind of getting crushed in this tunnel area as well.
Yep, the heavy was on the cart, that was sting him, but gets eats a headshot. That's a drop. So coming in, Unforgiven with another crucial pick. I should have put a little bit more hype into that one because that will open everything up for inVision as they come forward now with their own Uber. Don't have presence on the cart yet. The scout is down. Mezzo looking for a kill. Doesn't get the cart frag as he wanted. But now it's going to be ×3 getting in there. I really want to see inVision prioritizing getting this cart. ×3 all the time as the sniper, or sorry, the medic taken down by the demo. And the sniper on the other side, but now Grip finds Gedu, and that is a surprisingly poor performance by SDCK, losing so many. They only had 2 alive at the end.
Yeah, risky to desperately try and block that cart when it was close. I mean, it was a scrappy fight. They could perhaps have won it, but I don't think Gedu had to be that far forward. We do know he does have this aggressive medic playstyle, but that's one of the occasions where it definitely didn't work out for them.
Absolutely. I really want to see Basics on the cart right now, not seeing him there. Don't know actually where he is. He's got that gun. Level 1 gun goes down. He goes down. As the sniper picks him off, now Sandburn is dead. On the other side of things, Kafka in trouble. Jackie Legs picking off that kill. Unforgiven might be in trouble as well. Escaping just 1 health there. Look at Stingham. He comes around underneath through the flank and gets so much damage off. Just, really controlling that area as heavy. Now that cap comes through. 2:25 left to try to capitalize.
That was really, really strange. I was looking at the SDCK players, all of them were turned around. I could only see Piyaka behind and maybe that threat of Stingen, but it wasn't enough to turn 9 players' heads, and there was no pressure on cart. Very easy for inVision.
Oh, the play goes forward, doesn't find the kills though. That's 3 dead for inVision, but I really love that idea. Combo the spy play with a soldier bomb, make sure the defense doesn't know where to look, but it doesn't work out that time. SDCK pretty darn good about that. As they continue their hold, May is going to be able to walk around. I don't know, this is going to be an interesting point of contention here. inVision has 140 left to cap this. It's even Ubers. And if they lose their medic more than once, it's going to be a really tough situation for them. Yeah,
tough decision to make, and they're taking it so slow. Looks like, yes, they're going in for the trade, so no, opportunity to get a sack play going. But trade is going to come in. It's going to be mostly rebuffed by the Pyro T-board and pressuring it again, but Stick is just walking into 7 players, just all looking at his face, no protection from the rest of his team. They got just the 1 pick onto Mezzo out of that Uber trade. Got a little bit of cart time, but it's now down to just about a minute left.
Yeah, 1 minute on the clock here. The spy is behind. That's Unforgiven again, looking for a play. Conch popped out. Unforgiven! Doesn't get what he's looking for, but distracting from the cart as Piyaka hops on. That has a bit of overheal to work with. Mezzo looking for Mujet, does find the kill. Now the soldier captain goes forward, will find Gedu, and that is all they really need to open things up here. It's 69% for inVision on their Uber. They have 40 seconds to work with here to get forward, to get kills, to get that cap and take it to round number 3. Stingham getting into a position here to try to make something work. As the Uber approaching 100% just now. The meta coming up. Lakey finds the scout. The Uber popped out. Now Stingham dead to the demo. Clark and Shovel off the flank. Kafka looking for some frags, doesn't find it, but keeping the combo distracted. Now coming back forward is Nubby, getting air blasted away. The Pyro looking for a hero play, finding it so far. May, Unforgiven, now looking for a kill. Doesn't get the medic, but holding things off. 6 seconds, 5. It's the heavy and the soldier. Kafka getting a kill. Nubby, the only one there. Now the rest of his team helping out Mujit. Zio, SDCK will win that one just barely. inVision unable to take things away. And that'll be a 4-3 round number 2 win for SDCK.
Wow, super, super close at the end there. I don't know if it was core, but Nubby went down to what must have been single-digit health. He was so, so low, just hiding round the corner, but immediately gets arrowed up as the Uber players were all diving onto the cart. Gets that arrowed up, gets healed up by Gedu, and is able to just beast that last fight. So, so close, so fine margins. If Nubby had just had a smidge more damage done to him, there's no way they would have held that. But as it is, SDCK are going to take the second round and take the overall fixture 6-0.
Yep, a lot of European TF2 coming up in the next week. A couple weeks ago was the NA 6's LAN. Tech took home the win there, but a lot of breakout players. You might be able to check out the VOD up on YouTube for that. Speaking of YouTube, you can go over and subscribe to the KritzKast YouTube, as well as feel free to use your Twitch Primes here. Subscribe to this stream. Help support us as casters. Keep the production coming here from KritzKast. We appreciate you guys watching as always. My name's Goldfather. I had Dave on the mic. Wiethoofd on production. Have a great night.